Welcome back to At Titi's House podcast. Man, it's been a while. We took a little hiatus again, trying to regroup. Was we regrouping? I think I just had some stuff going on. Yeah, and now when I have stuff going on, I just got to take the time for myself.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes you need breaks.
You need a break sometimes, you know? And I felt like I needed a break.
Yeah,
I needed to kind of regroup too, just to kind of, where am I going with the podcast? Like when I don't feel prepared to have a conversation, I feel like it doesn't relay well, or it doesn't come across well. So I always try to, convey the right message, I guess you could say. Yeah. If that makes sense.
I guess.
So sorry guys, I'm in here trying to move a cup out the way. So anyway, welcome back, man. I feel refreshed.
Episode 29.
Episode 29. Oh my God, this feels good. Before I used to be really into going to church, and I had kind of stepped away a little bit from going to church because I always feel like, I don't know, I was going, like my church in Baltimore, I've never been able to, the first bilingual church of
church
Baltimore.
Was fire, yeah.
Like I don't know, I haven't found a place where I kind of like just can ooze in and it feels like home.
Did you look for a bilingual church here?
I didn't look for a bilingual church here.
Probably wasn't like up on like Druid Hills or North Druid Hills area.
I mean, I just don't think I'll find a pastor like my pastor. You know what I'm saying?
How's he doing? Do you know?
Man, I watched them online a couple times. They look like they're doing good. It looks like the kids are grown now. You know, when I was going, the kids were younger. Now the kids are like in their 20s. Yeah,
because they was like closer to my age.
They was like high school age, right? Mm-hmm. So it's been a while since I left Baltimore. I left Baltimore in 2012. Been here since then. So I just haven't found, I haven't found my fit yet. Although, I mean, the church that I used to go to when we lived in Paulding County, Oasis Family Church, I love that church. I like it. So I just went back there because that feels familiar to me too. And it's after visiting a couple churches here when I first moved here. It's funny because me and my girlfriend, Dewana, was like, we're going to find a church. And me and her was visiting different churches to see which one we liked. And she ended up finding her church, and then I ended up staying at Oasis because we ended up moving to Paulding County. And I actually like the pastor, Anthony Murray. I really like him. He's a young guy. He's a young pastor. But I went to church because I just had...
you just went to church this weekend?
This Sunday.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Like... I think watching it online, because I do sometimes watch it online, but going there and actually being in the presence of other people and worshiping in the presence of other people, it just gave me a sort of peace and calm. Like I was looking for that. You ever feel like you're looking for a calmness? Yeah. It just gave me that peacefulness that I was looking for. Because I have been in turmoil too, I think, with all the deaths that Man, just so many people dying and then coming home after being around so many people, friends and family, and then you come home and it's really an empty house for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because really, I live alone. So, I felt like I needed that. You know what I'm saying? I needed to kind of dive in and find myself again. And I did. It was great. The direction that I'm actually glad that I went to the church, because now I see the redirection that he's having in his church. And I was like, this is a perfect segue to kind of get in there and do some. And definitely a segue for me to maybe introduce Freebirds. It's in Atlanta. Like even, I was just thinking from a business perspective, like getting out there in the community and really focusing on my craft, my purpose, because I haven't been able to do that. So it was really good for me. I feel great. Yeah, so I'm happy to be back, be back in front of the camera and, be back at Titi's house.
Yeah, I need to go to a church sometime soon, but I might be going I might be going for the wrong reasons.
Oh, you trying to meet a woman?
yeah, a godly woman.
I don't know about that, but you can definitely try if that's your intention. Nah, I went for I just needed an uplifting.
No, I've had that feeling though. It's crossed my mind though. I'm like, maybe I need to go sit in a church.
I love my church. Like my church in Baltimore. Like I felt like so at home and so at peace. Like it was just. When I actually made the decision to move to Atlanta, it's like when you are in the church like that, you really want to find a church family. You know what I'm saying? A spiritual family. to be connected to. I mean, it's always important. I feel like with Trina, because Trina's so, churchy and Christian, and you know what I'm saying? I always rely on her for the message and be like, come on, Trina, let's pray.
No, she's great at
she's great at praying, and you know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised that she's not
she used to be.
That's what I was gonna say. I was surprised she didn't.
She used to be. Yeah, Trina used to be. Trina is a man. When she prays, I always tell people, what you need?
Best prayer I ever heard in my life.
Right. Let me get my friend to pray for you. Because one thing she could do. I mean, I pray, but I feel like
she prayed different.
Yeah, it's like a different type. You have to be anointing. Like God, when you pray, I feel like when she prays, God hears her. When I pray, sometimes I don't feel like he hears me all the time. I got to keep saying the same prayer over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just anointed at praying, you know. So I don't want to be too churchy, but I went and got my medicine, and I feel now I'm going back every Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting out, I'm getting out there and going back instead of watching online. It was just great to have people hug you and talk to you and, and just worshiping with people and not online. You're not getting that online.
No, it's just you in your own home.
You in your own home, and you're
exactly a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely is a little lonely when you're doing worshiping by yourself. So yeah, I just you know me back in the day. I used to be in every Sunday.
Yep, every Sunday we was going to church.
If I didn't get it in, I got to get it in somehow. But now I was like, I'm back.
Yeah,
I feel good. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like feeling good. And getting your mind straight, because I hadn't even been able to like work out. Like I just felt like so depressed, not really depressed, but I knew I wasn't myself.
Yeah, that is depression.
That's the depression, right? Yeah. I don't want to say depression because I hate to admit it's just like people in the Latin and Black communities. We don't want to admit when we're depressed. Yeah. I knew I was going through something, and I wasn't myself, and I could tell because even in my relationship, I was giving off bad energy. You know what I'm saying?
You had perfect reason to be in that vibe. Like a lot was going on.
But a lot of people don't understand that. When you're in a place where you are unsettled, it spills over into your everyday life, right? Into your work-life balance, into your relationship balance, and your family dynamics. It actually plays an integral part of how you're dealing with certain things. I felt like I was depressed and wasn't dealing with things like I normally did, behaving kind of erratically sometimes, not being myself. Like,
you're just short-tempered because you got other things that are on your mind. You're like, I'm not trying to think about none of this other
You
stuff.
Ain't about to play with me. Like, you're not about to play with me. Like, I get emotional. Like, I'm a very aggressive and I could say emotional person because I suffer from anxiety. Everybody knows I suffer from anxiety. So when I start feeling a certain type of way, I don't convey my emotions in the right positive way. I start to snap and so I want to apologize to anybody that I have offended, have said things to that I didn't mean. I always say actions speak louder than words. What do you think about that?
No, definitely.
So I feel like don't let my words resonate with you. Allow my actions to show you that I do care and that I do love you and that words are meant to hurt people. Sometimes, when somebody says something to you, you want to hurt them back. I'm petty too.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Are you petty?
Yeah, I'm King Petty.
I am petty as hell. I hate being so petty.
Yeah.
But if you say something to me, I'm going to come back with the pettiness.
Yeah, I'm going to take it further.
And I hate that for myself because once I reflect, because I'm a self-reflector, I'm always in my mind and in my thoughts. I have to stay kind of out of my thoughts and out of my mind because people, when you are in your head, you can definitely mess things up for yourself. You can self-sabotage when you're in your head.
Yeah, it's bad for me because I always think I'm right.
Oh, really? Yeah. You're like, I'm right and you're wrong, and that's just it.
And it's just
no discussion from that. Wow. I don't think I'm that bad. I'm an over communicator. So I'm overly communicating how I feel. Like I feel like this, I feel like that. And I want the person that I'm with or even my friends and family to validate how I feel because I'm such a feeling person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's how I feel and I'll cry easily. And it's not that I'm being a big baby about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I'm an emotional person. I wish I wasn't, but I am. I grew up with 5 brothers. Like, I needed validation for my feelings because I was in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So I always needed validation. So I feel like I'm still there as an adult. I'm trying to get past it, y'all. It's hard, though. It's hard. So for anybody in the last couple of months that I might have said something to, I might have behaved erratically, I just wasn't myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm self-reflecting, and I'm letting you know I apologize. I apologize. And for anybody that I hurt moving forward, I apologize in advance. Because I don't feel like I'm 100% there.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there. Right? I'm getting there. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because I feel like, coming back, I felt like those were some points I wanted to talk about. But today, I do want to talk about something because have you seen the video of the 50-part, her name was Tisa Risa.
No.
And she put her husband on blast, basically.
Is this her husband currently?
Yeah, she's married to this guy.
Oh, man.
So on TikTok, she reveals, her husband's name is Legend, and she reveals how this person that she married and met during the pandemic is a total habitual liar. Right? So you go on social media and you air out all your dirty laundry. Basically, that's airing out your dirty laundry. What do you think about that?
That's definitely dirty laundry. And then, once it's on the internet, it's on there. Everybody going to see that forever.
You can't get rid of it. Well, you can delete the video, can't you?
Once it's on the internet,
oh,
it's there.
Because it goes viral. Well, she went viral.
Once it goes viral, it's everywhere.
Man.
What was it about?
It was just about how he's a liar, how he's not the person he said he was. He doesn't work the job that he said. I mean, like, you had a lot to say. How long do the videos, what's the video limit
I'm not
on
too
TikTok?
Sure. I think I'm not too sure.
Is it a minute, 2 minutes?
Yeah, I don't be
so
on
you
TikTok.
got 50 parts. That's about 90, maybe that's like an hour or something.
Yeah,
Man, they said she made over $300,000 on TikTok just because they said people were watching just video after video after video after video. Like, she just came back and kept
talking. Was it all in the same day? Like, she got the same outfit on in every video?
I don't think so. I think it's like you're self-reflecting and you're coming back the next day. Oh, I forgot to say this. You're self-reflecting the next day. You come back and say something else. Like, but the point is that what you just said, people, I want to talk about social media and relationships because, like you said, you post something out there and you can never take that back. Somebody is going to have it saved somewhere.
Yeah, it's on somebody's phone.
On somebody's phone. And you just, you put stuff out there like you're making yourself vulnerable to what people have to say about your relationship. Do you really want it out there in the atmosphere? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I've always been a private type of person when it comes to relationship stuff anyway.
Yeah, you're putting all your grievances out there.
And she might change how she feel, not in that situation. It sounds like he was bugging.
Yeah, 50 parts. You thought about everything you hated about this person.
Yeah, no, he definitely was wilding.
Oh, he was wilding out. So he came back.
Oh, he got 50 parts too?
No, I don't think he got 50 parts, but he came back on social media and was talking about her video. Like, he wants to sue her. That's like defamation of character. You know what I'm saying? You can't, when you post something like that, people use social media as an outlet to post how they're feeling. I know I do that sometimes. I might send you a subliminal message. Who doesn't do that, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's also, there's negative and positive impacts to putting your stuff out on social media. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say everything about social media is negative, but when you're putting your relationship grievances out there, you're inviting people into your world to comment. Yeah. And then you get mad when people are commenting, but you have invited these people into your space, into your home, into your video. Right? Am I right or am I wrong?
100%. I
mean, there goes your privacy.
For real, though. All of it.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not with... I don't even show my face on social media, so I'm definitely not putting my business on there.
It's like crazy to me because it's like people understand like social media can impact you negatively or positively. When you post relationship, like most of the times you see people all happy in their relationship posting all these beautiful pictures. Just like that, girl from I think she was from Florida that killed her boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
And you see all this social media is just flooded with beautiful pictures of them. They're here, they're traveling there, they're eating, you know what I'm saying? And you never once see anything that was negative.
Yeah, to make you think that it's
so then trauma, people are on here. Turmoil. You are using these people as relationship goals. What? That is not a relationship goal. People, set your own relationship goals. Do not be fooled by what you see on social media.
Or you might end up a murderer too.
Right? It's like people are like, oh my God, we didn't know this was happening. We did not know that they were fighting like this. I mean, like they were fighting a lot, like almost every day. I forget the girl's name, but I mean, she got arrested and she's been indicted for murder.
Yeah, I forgot her name too.
I forget her name, but it's like you killed this big dude, like in a rage. That is so crazy to me. It's like social media. So I was reading, Psych Central talked about dating and the impact of social media on your dating life, right? Mm-hmm. And it says, social media can definitely give you a false, like with that girl, a false perception of what a relationship looks like, because what you're seeing is not actually a great relationship. You know what I'm saying? So you're following these people, think, oh, relationship goals,
and then they get mad at their boyfriend or girlfriend because it's not looking like what they're...
Exactly, their expectations of what it should be.
Yeah, it's ruining society.
That is so true. What do you think about that? You see, like people's photos, their status in a relationship, I'm in a relationship, their statuses that they post. You see, their stories, everything looks so, on the surface, looks so great. Mm-hmm. Right? And then you have people that are in relationships that don't want to post their significant other on their pages. Do you think that's, because I know for me too, like I don't post the person that I'm with. If I'm in a relationship, I do not post the person that I'm with. Especially if you're not posting me, I'm definitely not posting you, because obviously you want to be private. So I'm going to be private with you. But I mean, I think that people want other people to see that they're in a relationship.
Yeah, but that's just searching for some type of validation.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Why do you care what other people think about your partner? It's like, do you want them to be with your partner?
It eliminates like the intrigue and mystery. It's so funny because through my podcast, I have people reach out to me. I have a lot of men reaching out to me and, giving me feedback and like, oh, you're so pretty, blah, blah, blah. Are you in a relationship? Because I don't post that on my page. And a lot of times I'm saying, yeah, I'm in a relationship. Thanks for asking. Like, I don't even know what to say. But they're like, oh, well, it doesn't say, you haven't said if you're in a relationship. Why do I have to tell you that, sir?
Yeah.
Do I have to disclose my relationship status because I'm a podcaster?
No, negative.
Because it's like, oh, well, you're falsifying because you're not telling people that you're in a relationship. Well, I don't have to tell you that. I'm not speaking in terms of my own relationship. I'm speaking in general about relationships. What do you think about that?
People feel like you owe them stuff, or that you have to be like...
Especially when you're in like a podcast type, if they're following you or you're a podcaster, you're a celebrity, they feel like you have to let them know everything that you're doing.
Yeah, but it's like we get to choose what we want to share with the world, and it's up to us anyway, Yeah. No, I ain't with none of that. Privacy is the best way to keep it.
I think so, healthy. To keep it healthy. I think so too. And it's not like at first I was just like, why you don't want to post me on your Facebook? You don't want nobody to know we in a relationship? What are you trying to hide? Because women are like that. Men don't care about that kind of stuff. But women, it's validation for us to let other women know that you are in a happy, healthy relationship with someone. That doesn't mean like every day I'm posting a picture of me and you smiling. Mm-hmm. Who's doing that? Who has time in the day? We're both working. We don't have time. But if it's a special event and we're going out somewhere, why wouldn't you want to post a picture of us at a special event? What are you trying to hide? I mean, I get when women say that.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, I don't know none of these people that follow me. Why does it matter? I personally don't know none of the people that follow me, and they really.
You don't?
I mean, probably 100 of them in real life. Besides that, it's like, well, I don't care what any of these people think about anything.
You know, I feel like with social media, I mean, it goes both ways. I think that you even have to be careful because people stalk you. You know what I'm saying? They stalk your page. They're looking to see if you're posting. I'm going to say exes stalk you, right?
Very true.
They could be stalking your page and seeing what you're doing. Oh, let me see if she's posting her boyfriend. Does she got a man? This and that. You know what I'm saying? Or your ex's, your current man's ex could be stalking you on your page to see.
Why you're not posting.
Oh, no, I think you're trying to hide. I think that's, you're trying to hide when you're doing that. You don't think so? When you were in a relationship with somebody, did they require you to post? Well, y'all posted each other back and forth.
Yeah, we posted, but it wasn't even a lot, though. I don't know. I always looked at social media as a business marketing.
And that's what I was going to say. There's positive. Social media is not all negative. I mean, it keeps you connected to people. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Networking, like you said, it helps you network with other people. If you have a business or a small business, it helps you also, market and advertise your business. There's a lot of real positivity with social media. And then there's the negative impacts of, people stalking people. There's relationship, you're posting your relationship grievances out there and people know all your business. There's, there's negative things. Negative impacts to having social media too. I know some people that don't have social media and don't want it. Alana, my girlfriend Alana, is one of them. I have to send her restaurant stuff to her through text message. You know what I'm saying? Because she won't. I was like, just get on Facebook. Yeah. She's like, no, I don't want social media.
Yeah, I'm not trying to run into none of them people from my past life.
Really?
I mean,
like when you say past life, you're saying from
high school and all that. I mean, I'd be on Facebook just for the dating side though, but I don't post on Facebook or nothing.
I think that you don't post on Facebook at all? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know that. You didn't post on Facebook. I mean, I'm not on Facebook as much as I am on Instagram and TikTok, but because of my podcast, of course, I try to be on all social media platforms. It's hard, though, to manage everything. But, and out of that, you get followers and, people hitting you up. Like I said, I got guys hitting me up, asking me if I'm in a relationship. I'm like, okay, even if I'm not, I'm going to say I am. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not trying to date anybody that's on social media. Like, I'd rather meet somebody out in the streets and get to know them that way. But most of the guys that I've met, their presence is not very strong on social media. They don't like to be on there like that, which is nice for me because I am on there. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to talk about the negative effects of social media in your relationship with someone. If you're in a relationship with someone and you both are on social media, there are definite, on Psych Central, there's an article about negative effects of social media on relationships. And what do you think the most prevalent one is? Negative
effects on a relationship? Jealousy?
Yes! Yeah. Oh my God, what made you think jealousy was the first one? Like that's the most common emotion of social media.
I just imagine somebody say, "Why you liking her pictures?"
Let me tell you something. I got a problem. I don't mind you liking the pictures, but you don't need to be loving them.
What do you mean loving
and
them?
Don't be a thirst, like you thirst. I'm going to say men.
What do you mean loving them though?
My men out here. Why? Because you got the like, you have the love.
Oh, on Facebook.
On Facebook, you got like, love, or the little, you can do the little emojis, the hug emoji. Yeah. Why are you doing all of that? What are you doing?
I'm putting heart eyes on all the fine shorties pages.
That's what you're doing. But you're not in a relationship. Yeah. If a man, women too, if you are in a relationship with somebody, You are lame as heck. Because I'm trying to stop cussing, y'all. You are lame. I could say hell. You are lame as hell if you are on a woman's page. And first of all, women post things because we want attention. There's certain things that I'm going to say, women, we post certain things. Like when you got a whole body pic, you got a nice pair of leggings on and a crop top. Like at that point, you being thirsty and you're doing it for attention. I don't care what nobody says. Unless you're in the gym working out and you got leggings on and you in there lifting weights or taking a picture of you while you're working out, that's different.
That's for attention too.
That might be for attention, or you're just marketing yourself because you're a personal trainer, you're working out, you want to show people. It might be. It depends on how you see it. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is that women post things. I'm a woman. We post things to get attention. And if your silly butt boyfriend or man friend, whoever, husband, is out here loving somebody's picture, I think that's lame. Producer, is that lame or not?
Yeah, I can feel you on that.
Should you be doing that? Let's talk realistic, man to woman. Is that something? If your woman was, this guy's halfway naked, and he's posting his picture and he's flexing, he got washboard abs and you ain't got no abs. And does that create jealousy that she's out there loving his picture, sending him an emoji, hugging the heart emoji?
I don't get jealous over stuff like that.
What? That would make me mad. I'm sorry. Like, what are you doing? That's lame.
Yeah.
How do you know my friends are not seeing what you're doing and coming back to me and saying, yo, your man is out here loving people's stuff? Like, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I've never been a jealous type of person.
Man, you should not be out here. You can like it all you want all day long. Hit the like button, the thumbs up.
So what about on Instagram where it's nothing but a heart? So it's like, well, why are you even liking this then? Because Instagram is just a heart when you.
I know that is true. That is true. I don't like that. Just go in the comment and put like.
Like.
That's it. Why do you got to? No, Instagram is different, but on Facebook you have options. Like, come on.
Yeah. Don't
do that. That's to me, that's thirst trapping. Like you thirsty. Boy, get out my face. That is lame. I can't. That creates, I think that that creates jealousy, right?
Yeah,
and
I knew that was going to be number one. Yeah.
And insecurities in a person. Like if you are out here every time this same particular woman posts something and you out here loving it, you're lame. And I don't want to be with you. You lame as hell. I'm sorry. You're lame as hell.
Yeah.
Stop it. Because if your woman was doing that, you would be upset. Don't do that. Jealousy is one of the main negative effects of social media. Okay.
Yeah, but if you see Instagram or social media as like a video game, it's like none of this is real. You know what I mean? You shouldn't take it that serious. Yeah, but
you're right. You shouldn't take it that serious. But I'm going to tell you, people are not mentally in a great space sometimes, and it creates insecurities, especially for women, I think, because I'm a woman. I can only speak from a woman's perspective. And I'm talking I'm gonna put myself in a situation. If my man is out here hearting, you out here loving somebody's stuff, you ain't my man. You're lame. You are lame as hell. I do not want to be with you because you're in a relationship with me and you out here doing that. Like that's corny to me. I'm sorry. You're creating an insecure. You're making it a difficult emotion for me to have to deal with and internalize and say, oh, is he out here cheating with her? What are you doing? Because if you're loving it, you might be in her DMs. And I'm not saying, ladies, I'm not the jealous type, but that can create insecurities in a woman. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's cool at all. Ladies, if you're going through that, learn how to manage your jealousy.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say some things ain't worth fighting for or fighting about.
Yeah, so your mind doesn't wonder when you're not seeing nothing he's doing? Your mind isn't doing its own thing? Like, you feel me? Like, when you don't see, your mind wonders, is he DMing her? Is he talking to her just because you see that he's liking something? But what about when you don't see him liking that? Is your mind still doing it? Because then it's
No, I don't think my mind is doing it. I think it's only doing... Now, I'm not going to say you've done it once, that's cool. But if I see you're doing it every day, every time she posts something, what are you doing? That's lame. That's corny. You're corny to me. I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know how other women feel. This is a great poll question. Let's poll that.
How do y'all feel about
your man loving
pictures.
The same woman's picture over and over again?
Okay, we'll make that a poll.
We're going to make that a poll because I'm curious. Like, women, do you feel, does it make you insecure with your relationship? Do you feel like if that's what he's doing and he's doing it, let's say he's on there every day. Maybe he's stalking her page and getting on there every day. I mean, there's beautiful women all over the world. You know what I'm saying? But don't make your woman feel insecure and get angry. And then guess what? Your peace, you don't have no peace when you're not creating an atmosphere of safety in the relationship. There's no peace for you, buddy. You do realize that, right? Did I have to teach you that?
Yeah.
When a man makes a woman feel unsafe, there is no peace in your home, in your relationship. There's no peace. You want peace? You better make sure she feels safe. Don't make her be out here seeing what you're doing, stalking you to see what you're doing. Yeah. Because that's not cool.
So when he tell you stop liking all Tyson Bedford pictures and stuff, are you gonna feel some type of way when he start watching your page?
Now let me tell you. I think. Wait a minute. Now if he's out there loving Mary J. Blige, Queen Naja, who else? Nia Long, I don't care, cause you ain't got a chance with them, buddy. Like at the end of the day, I don't care about them. They're stars.
You talking about
Stop the
people.
Average regular girl, regular schmegular girl that's on there. I got a problem too that you know. I'm gonna say this is a conversation I had with a friend, and she said, that she notices that they have when they share mutual friends, and he's on there liking like their mutual friend stuff. And she was just like, that irritates me. Is that irritating? I said, I don't know, because I haven't had that issue. Because my friend and I, we don't follow each other on social media. And I think it's better that way, because you're not constantly looking for stuff. And I think if you look for stuff, you'll find it, right? That's what they say. If you look for stuff, you'll find it. And I've known to look for stuff and find it and get upset. And it just messes your peace up. I don't want to mess up my own peace. It makes me a different person. But my friend was saying, how do you have that conversation with your husband and your husband is out there liking your friend's stuff?
When she ain't got no clothes on.
I'm going to tell you, my friend who's married, her husband posts stuff, but when he posts stuff, it's about his family. Of course I'm loving it. Yeah. I'm liking it because it has my girlfriend in it. It's his wife, his children. But if he posts something that's just him and he's flying a suit, I'm going to be like, I'm not going to love. You know what I'm saying? Are you crazy? Then my girlfriend going to be looking at me like I'm crazy. Why is you on here loving such and such stuff? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's just the internet. None of this stuff is real.
It's not. Well, you're right. It's not real.
None of this is real.
It's funny because I feel like some men don't even realize that y'all are looking at somebody. I don't filter my pictures because at the end of the day, I don't feel like it looks like me. So I don't filter. If I'm wrinkled, you're going to see some wrinkles. If I got gray hair, you're going to see some gray hair. That's just me. I don't care about filtering. There's a lot of women out here filtering their pictures. Y'all don't really look like that. So if you a damn fool and you out here liking all her stuff and she don't even look like that, buddy, because she's out here filtering everything. I mean, these filters make you have eyelashes. I mean.
Yeah, they I done been with a shorty and she take a picture of us. I'm like, why I look so cute on your picture? And
then you see her in person.
Because I'm saying she put the filter on both of us. I'm like,
why? You look cute.
Yeah, I'm like, why I look so cute in the picture?
Because shorty filtering the picture and she filtered you too. Yeah. Like, that is so crazy to me. Why? Why is these filters so important to people? It creates a false perception of what you really look like.
She got insecurities too.
That's an insecurity. It's funny because I had a friend tell me, like, a dude, he was like, talk about that on your podcast. And I said, well, we actually had a conversation about women filtering their pictures and them not really. He was like, yo, I met this girl online, look nothing like she did in person.
I've had it too.
And he was like, I mean, her eyelashes looked nice. She had great brows on, the picture. And I was like, it's a filter, boo.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's a filter. Like you have to be able to distinguish. Tell them, call you FaceTime.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I do.
Call me FaceTime because I want to see what you look like.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm going to FaceTime you in the morning as soon as you get up so I know what you look like.
She's going to be rushing to put makeup on. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go back to that. We always get off track. Okay, so another thing, negative impact of social media is a decrease in the quality time that you spend with your loved ones. Mm-hmm. I can see that because I can see sometimes I'm by myself now and I could be on social media just looking
for hours.
And you really ain't looking at nothing but to see what other people are posting.
Yeah.
People, don't waste your time, your life just sitting there. If you are trying to better yourself, whether it's go to school, get a skill, a license, go out there and do that stuff. That social media stuff will be there when you come back.
Yeah.
Don't take time away from your family to be scrolling on there. You just scrolling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What helps me is like I delete the app if I feel like I'm clicking on it too much, and now like
and then you'll load it again
when I need it again. I'll be like, yo, I'm tired of just because it becomes like reflex. You just pick up your phone and click on the IG or whatever.
Oh my God, it is reflex. You know what I started doing, because I know I'm guilty of it too, especially if I'm by myself and I'm not doing it. Now if my partner's here or whatever, I'll put my phone down. I don't even look at it. Mm-hmm. And people be like, yo, you ain't answering your messages. I'm busy. Like I'm watching TV. I'm with my partner. Like I don't want to be watching, my social media. And he doesn't do it a lot either. But it could be I don't want nobody calling me while I'm sitting there. So anyway, we won't talk about that. But anyway, I mean, it can be so hard to put down your phone. Take time for yourself. Even sometimes when I'm working out, I could be listening to music. I have 2 phones. So I could be listening to music from one. And periodically, I'll pick up my iPhone.
In between sets.
And I'm like, oh, let me see what somebody posted. Like, relax and do what you need to do to have a great state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Relieve the stress. Like, sometimes the social media and being on there and all that negativity feeds into your brain.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think that the phones are the reason that anxiety is so high in the world today.
Yeah, you start watching negative stuff. Oh, this person broke up. Oh, man, he cheated. And that stuff impacts you.
Yeah, heck yeah.
It gets into, it's funny because I dated a guy before that would say, I used to watch a lot of reality TV. Mm-hmm. And he used to be like, yo, you watch too much reality TV, that's going to creep in your brain. Like, don't be watching that stuff because you're going to think that you're living that's your life, and that's not your life. But he was so right. At that time, I didn't get it. It wasn't until I stopped watching it. Like, I used to watch the Real Housewives of the Potomac, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the Real Housewives of Orange County. Like, I used to watch all this stuff, but you don't understand how that can just negatively feed and feed in your psyche, and you internalize that stuff, and it spills over into your everyday life.
Yeah, now you tossing drinks on people.
Right, you tossing drinks, you like, pulling somebody hair, you ready to fight. Like, come on, let's not, we gotta put time into those. I always say people make time for what they want to make time for, because that's important. But you gotta put time into your family. Yeah. You gotta put time into your kids. Don't take away from your kids because you are on social media. A lot of times during the day, even when you come home, you cooking, put that damn phone down and go back to the basics of family time. Sit down with your kids at the table. Ask them how their day went at school. Ask your husband, how was his day? Sit down next to him and have a conversation. Like, that's important. That feeds your family. That feeds your spirit. And you're able to, feed that back into your kids, your spouse. Like, that's very important in connecting with your family. Right?
100%.
Oh my God. So another one is, we talked about this. Social media can set unrealistic expectations of what your relationship should look like.
Exactly.
Couple goals. No. Relationship goals. Nah. Set your own relationship goals. Set your own couple goals for the person that you're with. Do not rely on social media to set goals for what you want. Oh, that couple just bought a new house. That's what we gonna do. No, because what you see is not reality.
Yep.
It's not reality.
And it's a lot of people out here just scamming and getting stuff. So you think that they really, Like, dang, why their business doing so well and my business not? You
right.
know, it's just steady at the same place, but you know they're scamming. They're doing
they're doing stuff. There's no telling what they're doing to make their business grow.
They got 10 PPP loans. That's how they bought that mansion. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
oh my God!
Don't trust
because people were getting arrested by the PPP loans. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you're comparing your relationship to other people, and you think that they're happy and that you're lacking when you might be happier than they are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people post just getting gifts. I know, when I got flowers, I post my flowers. It's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I don't look at other people's stuff and say, oh, I expect my mate to buy me a car.
Yeah, exactly. You see,
like, come on, let's be realistic. Don't set unrealistic expectations on somebody because you're seeing it on social media and you feel like you're lacking something.
You're gonna disappoint yourself.
You're disappointing yourself every time.
You can't even be mad at him. You're doing it to yourself.
Yeah, stop. But there's negative impacts. Like I said, those are some of the negative impacts of social media on relationships. And then I said that there was also positive effects. And I really already said this because I said there's some positive effects of social media. It can help you meet new people.
Okay.
Also, like I said, marketing a business, putting your business out there and sharing it with people, staying connected to people in the communities, belonging to communities that actually can help your business grow. There's a lot of communities out here, like Airbnb communities that they have, rental communities for different things, especially on Facebook. Facebook has exercise communities. Like it's a lot going on. I don't know if Instagram is like that.
Nah, Facebook is more so like that for the groups and stuff. Like, you got groups on Facebook. I'm in a lot of I've joined like a lot of expat groups for Panama.
For Panama, just to see what people are doing over there. Yeah. Okay, did you find anything interesting?
No, still just looking. It's still pretty new.
That's what's up. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But it does help you. For me and my girlfriends, we use social media as a way to find out what new restaurants are out there.
Definitely.
What events are happening in Atlanta over the weekend. If there's like a tattoo show or a art show, like social media is good for, and if you're an artist and you want to, I think there's a streetwear thing coming up soon. Like, there's so many events coming up. Social media can be an avenue to spending time with your family too. You're choosing different events to go to and your friends, different events to go to or to participate in.
Yeah, it's good for spreading the word.
Spreading the word of what's going on.
Might be the most positive thing that it is, for spreading the word.
Yeah.
Good or bad. When bad news happens, it spreads the word just as good,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true too. It's a lot of negative on there,
Yeah.
But that's just like it's the news. If you want to know what's going on in the world, somebody is posting it on social media. I don't watch TV, so I don't get my news from the TV. I really do get my news from CNN. I go on CNN and I look at what's going on in the world, and then social media. If somebody's posting something that happened, that's the only way I learn about it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, there's definitely, it can make you or break you, people.
100%.
Watch what you put into ingest, that you're taking in and ingesting. Watch what you're taking in. If you take in a lot of negative, you're going to put out a lot of negative.
100%.
I felt like I just said, I was going through a state of depression, and I was going through a state where I wasn't myself. So I was giving off I had a lot of negative energy. So I know I was giving off a lot of negative energy, and that impacts, the people around you. So make sure that what you're taking in is positive. If you watch positive, if you can scroll past the negative and focus on the positive of what you're saying, because there's a lot of positive things going on. The people are helping in their communities, a lot of positive stuff. I'm trying to think of some positive stuff. For me, it's the baby stuff, like the little baby stuff and the dog stuff that the people post on there. Like, I love watching that kind of stuff. It makes me happy. It makes me laugh. And then I post. It's funny because today I posted something, and somebody said to me, "Love don't live here no more. It's been evicted," or something like that. So I posted it on because I thought it was funny. I posted it on my page. So somebody was like, "Oh, did you evict love?" And I was like, "No, that's not what I said. Yeah, that's not what I meant. It has nothing. It's just that somebody I was talking to on the phone said that." And I was like, "Oh, this is catchy. Let me put it on my page."
Yeah. People are always gonna think. Like I said, it's a game world. Nothing that we're saying on here is real. We can say whatever we want.
You can say it's an avenue to say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And if you want to build yourself up to be somebody you're not, you can definitely do it on social media.
Yeah.
You can be whoever you want to be, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You can have a screen name that is nothing that corresponds to your name. You can advertise yourself as being. There's people out here that have, first of all, there's people out here that, just like myself, I'm talking about relationships. Mm-hmm. I have a degree. You know what I'm saying? I'm credentialed. I have a degree. There's a lot of people out here that people are listening to that don't have degrees.
Ain't never been in no relationship or nothing.
Ain't been married, don't have the experience. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I'm not saying they're not knowledgeable, but I'm just saying that be careful who you listen to. And that's for me too. I don't give advice. Never do I give advice, because I feel like in order to give advice to someone, you really got to know what you're talking about, because people follow you and they're going to be depending on what you say. Don't ever depend on what I'm saying. No. I give you my perspective, which is different, right? I'm coming to you I'm shooting to you from a way of saying, I've been through this and I can talk about it now. I've been through this. I've been through this social media stuff, the negative and the positive impacts of social media. Been through that. But that doesn't mean, that you have to, don't ingest a lot of stuff. Pay attention to what you're thinking, what's going into your mind, and what you're spitting back out and regurgitating, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta be mindful of that. So I want y'all to think about this. This is on Psych Central, and in this article about the impacts of social media, they talk about the signs that social media is affecting your relationship. Okay, signs of how it's affecting your relationship. Let's talk about that. If you're on social media too much, that means you're disconnected from your partner.
In the world. Your family. You're disconnected from your family and your partner. Even if you're in the bed with your partner and you're just scrolling through your phone, you're watching videos while you're laying in the bed, you're not spending quality time. Mm-hmm. Please know that that's an impact. That's a way that social media is affecting your relationship. You're disconnected. It's disconnecting. You both are going to be disconnected from each other. If he's doing the same thing, that's not cool. Yeah.
You got to make sure that if you are experiencing these things, you need to figure out, go to counseling, do something. Save your relationship, because a lot of times we don't realize till it's too late, and the person feels like you're not paying attention to them. They don't hold value for you. You got to pay attention to that. If you find yourself resenting social media, phones, and technology in general, that means that social media is impacting your relationship.
Nah, people are addicted to it. They're going to have social media anonymous soon enough.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's funny because when people go viral for negative things, they just disconnect completely.
Yeah. What?
They're like, I'm getting off of here. These people are talking about me. They're like...
Because you can disappear from that. That's how you know it's just something like that is not really affecting your real life.
Oh my God, it impacts you. It makes you more anxious. It makes you aggressive and just angry and scared to go out.
People are going to be talking crazy to you.
Exactly. So that's, people resent it. They don't want. I've had friends that resent social media, are not on there completely. They're like, nah, for what? Yeah. I don't want, like you said, I don't want nobody from high school following me or looking for me. I didn't like them in high school. Why would I like them now? And I'm like, what? Who says that? Okay, so if you're checking your partner's social media obsessively for signs of cheating or dissatisfaction in your relationship, that's a problem, y'all. Social media is definitely impacting your relationships or your relationship if you are doing this. If you have a Finsta and you on your Finsta checking every day, baby, don't do that. Don't do that. I've been told that if you look for something, you might find it. So listen to what I'm saying. Titi is telling you, if you're looking for something, you might find it. Leave it alone. Don't be out there. I always say what you do in the dark comes to the light. If he's out here doing lame boy shit, God, I'm trying to stop cussing. If he out here doing lame man stuff, trust and believe, you're going to find out. If you are out here comparing yourself or your loved ones to what you see online, that fake image, please know that that's impacting and affecting your relationships. Because you're bringing it back. Well, Joe is on there, and guess what? Joe just got a new car, and I don't have a new car. He just bought his wife a new car.
Yeah, Joe stole that car.
Joe got a PPP loan, and he was able to afford that. Your husband can't afford that.
Bank
like,
fraud.
Stop comparing yourself. That creates anxiety, too.
Yeah, what?
There's a lot of anxious people out here because of social media. So don't compare yourself to other people. Be who you are and who God has made you to be.
Exactly.
You can excel and be excellent and prosper in anything that you do. You just got to be consistent and put the time and effort into it. You can be just like Joe, buying his wife a new car. Or you can be like the lady, I forget her name, that retired her husband. She made it big on social media. I forget her name, but people were talking about her retiring her husband. They all in her business.
Yeah. She's
like, I've been married to this man for 20-something years. I can retire him if I want to. Get out my business. Get out her business. That's what I'm talking about. You're too much into the social media business.
Yeah. I mean,
why do people feel like they can comment on your business?
That's what I was about to say. I don't even read comments and stuff anyway. I used to, but you got to learn to stop. That none of that matters. Who is this person behind this picture of SpongeBob?
Oh.
You don't even know who this is.
Let me tell you something. If you ain't got your actual picture and a screen name, leave me alone.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what you think. I don't even validate those types of people. What you got to say means, your existence means nothing to me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Validation comes from my friends. I don't know you, and I don't care about you. And you don't know me. You assume you know me by watching me. You don't know shit about me. Nothing. So stop it. Okay, so if you start to feel inadequate or insecure, we was talking about that. When you start to look at other relationships on social media, that means it is impacting your mental health. Don't do that. And the last one is, if you find yourself scrolling social media when you're meant to be spending quality time with your loved ones or doing something of purpose for yourself that's going to help you excel in life, that means that is impacting affecting your relationships. We have to understand that social media is out there as what it was intended for, as an outlet. Don't make that outlet your everyday. We have to learn. Has there been days that you haven't been on social media that you don't go on?
Yeah, definitely.
I can't say there's been days that I haven't been on there.
Oh, for real?
But I do give myself a 30-minute time limit, unless it's a day that I'm posting, like the Titi's House podcast. Like, I give myself 30 days. I know it seems like I'm posting a lot because my stories, but I post those stories within 30 minutes of each other, and it kind of just, or I post like a couple stories and then I'm gone. And that's really just to keep my page just kind of people active. You know what I'm saying? Because for people that, you might not know, like people that are creators, you have to be out there creating content or you're not building fan base. So it's like when you're a creator, you have a podcast, like we have this podcast, I have to post stuff. And sometimes it's not about me, y'all. Yeah. It is not about me. I'm going to tell you if my relationship ain't working out. I'm going to tell, because I'm a vocal person. I'm going to tell you when things ain't going right. I don't have to post that on social media. I'm going to use this platform to let you know what I've done wrong and what I could have done to make it better. And I'm going to share that with y'all. I'm not going to give you no advice, but I'm going to share my perspective of what I could have did to grow better. You know what I'm saying? To do better and to grow. Grow, know, and as Trina would say, grow and know for the next time. But you definitely, we have to be out there posting stuff regularly. When I don't post, everything drops. And I'm going to tell you the last 2 to 3 weeks, because I haven't been, we've just been putting snippets out there on the pages, right?
It was just last week. You had an episode the week before that.
I did? Oh, I didn't think I did. Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, see, it tells you that sometimes I feel like I've been gone for so long.
Yeah, no, you just gone for a week.
Like I've had such a long vacation. Oh my God, y'all. Okay, so that I did not know. But sometimes I feel like I haven't posted in a week. Yeah. Like I haven't posted since the last episode. I haven't posted like 2 weeks on TikTok. So it's been a while. So I'm just revving it back up. Like, you have to consistently keep going. What gets you the views and the likes and the followers is them seeing your video constantly. The algorithm of seeing your video constantly. And you have to have several videos out there circulating, right? So we have to do this. It's not because, but there's been times where I put my phone down and I'm like, I ain't gonna look at it for a couple hours. Because it's just not.
It's not real. What?
It's not real. I want to say TT's House podcast is real. We're here, real and in motion here.
The real deal.
The real deal. So next week, I'm excited because we're having a cocktails and conversation, or I'm going to say a Women's Day brunch. And I've invited my girlfriends to come on the podcast for the next podcast. So I'm super excited. We got little games going on. We are going to take calls that day, Sunday, March 3rd. We are taking calls. So if you're watching, let's put this as a snippet. Can we make this a snippet for the next podcast? So on the next podcast, which is what date? Let me see. That Friday. That drops that Friday. Let me see.
It's probably drop the 8th then. If the 3rd is Sunday, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're meeting on, so we are going to have calls. We're going to take calls on Sunday. It's cocktails and conversations. I have invited some of my close friends to come on and talk about different things. We're going to play a game. So I want y'all to participate. If you're online, so hopefully we could go live like on Facebook or Instagram, take questions, but we are going to play like a little game. I'm going to have them come in with some questions and we're going to answer those questions as a group collectively. I think that would be fun.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Fun. Yeah, that sounds cool.
That's the plan. So next podcast, make sure y'all pay attention because like I said, I want especially for the guys are always saying, I'm going to post it on my Facebook too. They're always saying that I never have a male speaker, but it's like men don't want to come on. I've tried to have.
They be camera shy.
Are they camera shy? I don't know. But I feel if we have the phone lines open, they might call in and we can get some feedback. I'm going to let some guys that I know will come on.
Yeah. I was going to say, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're thinking something else? Okay. All right. So, like I said, we are going to have cocktails and conversations for the next episode. I think that's going to be fun. Thanks again, y'all, for coming out and listening to the podcast. Remember, we're on YouTube. We are on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. So come back and see us again. Thank you.